Hey everyone, it's Susie. Welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel, Dragonfly Beez Resell Journey. As you can see, this is a ThredUP box. Yeah, I was able to get a 5-pound DIY jewelry box. It came from Phoenix, Arizona. So this one kind of came busted. It's ripped open there. So, you know, luckily, I believe ThredUP puts all their jewelry into plastic bags. So I hope nothing fell out. So, okay, I have my tray ready. Let's just dive right in and cut this open and see what they sent. So it's been a very long time since I've gotten a ThredUP DIY box. This one here is, yes, Rescue Box DIY Jewelry, 5 pounds. They cost $44 now, plus shipping and tax. It's about $54 for me. I don't know if it's less elsewhere, depending on what state you're in. I'm in New York, and let's just see what we got. So, opening this up. There it is, nice and compact. Let me maneuver this out of the box onto the tray. Let me get this box out of the way. Okay. Okay. Paper got ripped. Oh my. That looks completely broken. Okay. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Those are all components. You see the thread? So this is something, ooh, it could be repurposed, but these components look really nice. So here's first looks. We got seed beads, we got howlite, we have crocheted items, we have, ooh, I'm hoping that's real. A big dome of some sort. Let's turn it around. Let's take a look at this side. All right. Let's dump it all onto the tray and see what I got. Okay, let's start off with the statement necklaces. These three, so colorful, but they are all acrylic beads. Yeah, even the one in the middle, which is a J. Crew. This here is unbranded. This here is unbranded. So let's go over each one. I will put these aside. We'll go over this one first. This is a J. Crew. Really nice neon green with some muted green teardrops, faceted. You have these clear rhinestones and these, I don't know, like an amber color ones. 8.5 inch drop. This does have a lobster claw, and there is the J. Crew tag. The only problem with this J. Crew necklace is the chain. Yeah, this chain has a lot of wear. It's supposed to be that antique brass tone, but I do notice a lot of silver peeking through, so it is worn. There's the tag. Even the lobster claw is quite worn. The good news is each and every component of these are intact. So let's look at the back of this, see how it's constructed. I'm hoping perhaps you can just place another chain on it, right? And it is foil back. There is some wear on the back of these as well. And yes, it's very easy to change the chain out. You can see it's attached with the jump ring on the end of these pieces. So yeah, there's some wear. Whoever owned this loved it, and I love it for the colors. So we have this J. Crew necklace that I would suggest changing the chain, but this still looks great. Needs some cleaning, but it still looks great. This next piece is pretty spectacular. It has a very nice gold tone curb chain. There is an extender and a lobster claw. You have these blue cabochons on top. This very pretty pink. These I guess dangling parts. You got clear rhinestones. You have some milky ones in the teardrop shape. You have these orange. What are these? They look like half circles. And then you have this in the center. So let's measure the drop on this one. This is unbranded. It is in nice condition. I would say it has a drop of about 8.5 inches, and you do have an extender on top. So now that we know the length, let's look at it up close. Everything is there, and nothing is glass. These are all acrylic beads. Let's look at the back side. Open back. That's what that looks like. And the chain looks good. So we have this one. This next one totally gives me J. Crew vibes. It's the colors, it's the design. It has this beautiful pendant filled with rhinestones. It has these marquee shaped drops. And the colors, you have the neon pink, the neon yellow. You have more rhinestones in this like chevron pattern up there. This is all on a gunmetal tone setting. It has a really nice flat curb chain. There is an extender, and it even has a little bead finished off at the end. The lobster claw is a little bit enlarged, so this one looks to be in really nice condition. Let me straighten it out so I can measure it for you. And let's see what this comes out to. About 9.5 inches in drop, and then you do have a sizable extender. So let's take a look at these components. Wow. Now that's pretty. That is really pretty. And looking at it on the back side, let's do this again. That's the back. And it's in really nice condition. I don't see much wear at all. In fact, I don't think I see any. So we have this one that I find truly makes a great statement. Okay, let's start off with necklaces, long necklaces. First one I found was this really dark brass tone link necklace. It's made up of acrylic components, and this is actually a wood piece. I don't think it's in great condition, so you know what? I'm gonna place this in craft. This next piece, first word that comes to mind, chunky and big and acrylic. It's actually on a gold, it's braided, a braided gold thread, and there's a button at the end which acts as a toggle, and only it looks like one loop. Really long. Let's see how long this one is. 17 inches at about. But look at this. Look at this. These are huge. And look at these cylinders. I've never seen anything like this. They're so funky. Then you have these. They look like marbled candy. And then you got this. These are pretty. So we have this really big chunky necklace. And yeah, if you don't like this style, maybe you like the components to repurpose with. So we have this one. The next necklace is also very chunky, very long. It has this huge bead. This is in a matte gold tone. Look at these links. It's holding these 4 chain tassels with components hanging off of it. That's what it looks like. There's a large lobster claw, and there's also a jewelry tag. It says Margherita Bonanno, Italy. She is an Italian jewelry designer, very famous in the 80s. You'll see her necklaces on Worth Point and Ruby Lane. So these are vintage. She uses very chunky, bold pieces and different components. So let's measure the drop on this one. And to the tassel, it's about 16 inches. So here, you can see the components. And I gotta say, it's not in bad condition. There you go, up the chain. The only issue I find is some wear on the jump rings at the end that's holding her jewelry tag. So we have this Margherita Bonanno vintage necklace from the 80s. Next up are these necklaces. This first one, wow, these are glass faceted beads. They are graduated in size. As you can see, that's how it falls on the very bottom, with the biggest bead in the center. And this is hand knotted. Oh, here comes the sun. There is a lobster claw, and that is quite worn. It's like a brass tone. And there you can see the knotting. It's like a light brown thread. So this one here has a drop of about 16 inches in total. But this is really nice. Look at this deep red tone. And the facets. Really pretty. I'm thinking this is glass, but you know what? I'll test it, because now that I look at it close, I do see some. Yeah, I'll test it at the end of the show. Next up is this necklace. This is really nice. These beads are very cold, so I believe there's some type of stone, some type of quartz. It does have this type of necklace made up of these flat, you see how flat they are? Little components. And then in between some of the beads, you have this. This is also hand knotted. There are 2 spring ring clasps. That's interesting. I don't see any maker's mark. So let's see how long this one is. This one measures in at I would say almost 16.5 inches in drop. So take a look at this close up. What do you think they are? Oh, this one even has a blue, pink tinge to it. And these components, they do have some slight wear to them. So we have this one. Next in line is this halide bead necklace. It has a drop of about, almost 10.5 inches long. There is a barrel clasp and some glass seed beads at the end. This is this hand knotted? No, there are glass seed beads in between. And some of them are doubled. I see here there's 2. And then there's 1 on the rest. So yeah, there you go. Nice and cold. This next piece, as you recall, was the first thing that I saw, and I said, oh my goodness, it's completely broken. Well, all the pieces are intact, even the clasp. As you can see, it was hand knotted and it was on this cotton cord. And when I looked at the clasp closely, it says CINER. Now, let's talk about this company. Yeah. CINER is actually pronounced Ciner, established in 1892 by Emmanuel Ciner. He opens a fine jewelry company here in Lower Manhattan, New York City, on Maiden Lane. In fact, I used to work a couple blocks away from there in Lower Manhattan near Wall Street. And his company created gold and platinum pieces, and he also had a patent for the most for an improved ear ring. In the 20s, his sons Erwin and Charles joined the business as apprentices, and Emmanuel Ciner, he worked until 1958 when he was 92 years old. He actually worked up to the week before he passed. And then his legacy got passed down to his sons and grandchildren. His son Erwin improved the company's moldings and castings and enameling techniques, and Charles led the company's very successful sales team. Back in 1929, Black Tuesday, the demand for jewelry was nil. And to stay in business, they, during the Depression, they became the first and only American fine jewelers to switch to making high quality costume jewelry. So this allowed Ciner to survive the Great Depression. In the 30s, they created their own line of fine costume jewelry. They created it first in silver and then something called white metal. So throughout the 30s, they were responsible for different techniques of innovative technical, uses in costume jewelry. They perfected the use of white metal, and they even helped develop some type of vulcanized rubber that could withstand heated molten metals. So during World War II, metal was extremely restricted to the consumer. So this almost bankrupted Ciner until the family offered their unique molding technologies to the U.S. military. So this kept them in business throughout the wartime era. In 1946, they started advertising in magazines such as Vogue and Glamour, and their slogan was "Look for the sign of Ciner." In the mid-50s, they introduced compacts. So they were known for their compacts and lipsticks, and they were really popular with Hollywood movie stars. But then in 58, that's when Emmanuel passed away. In 1966, they were on the cover of Vogue. Well, a necklace of Senior was featured on the cover of Vogue. In the mid-60s, they sold to really high-end department stores, Saks Fifth Avenue, Bergdorf Goodman, Neiman Marcus, Lord & Taylor. They had specialty stores in Paris, in London, in Tokyo. Well, back to Hollywood, Liz Taylor was a long-standing buyer and collector for the rest of her life. In moving up to, let's say, 79, that's when Irwin's daughter, who was Emmanuel's granddaughter, Pat, she took control of the company with her husband, David. And then in 84, their daughter, Jean, which is the fourth generation to join the business, led the company with her parents. And mind you, this is all still in New York City. In 92, that's when they celebrated their 100th anniversary. Oops. So, they were featured, in W magazine. There's this July issue with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt on the cover. And Angelina's wearing Senior earrings in several photos. In 2015, that's when they launched their website. So they had an online presence, and still today, it's family owned and operated. They are the only surviving fine costume jewelry company left that designs and manufactures and produces each piece by hand, and they're all still here in New York City. So, yeah, that's a little bit of history. Well, a lot of history about Senior. If you didn't know, now you know. So this, probably gonna piece this back together somehow. So, moving on. Here's another necklace that was already broken in the bag. These are 9. They remind me of little palm stones. They are icy cold. This is jade. There's 9 pieces. And then this is still intact. As you can see, it was strung on this double metallic, like a gold thread. And then there were some little jade pieces, which are right here. And then there were these gold tone faceted beads, which is right there. And gold tone chain with this very nice lobster claw. And then on this side, this piece was like so. And on the end, someone placed this little silver tone charm. Now these pieces, these are glass, beautiful, beautiful glass, faceted beads. And they were in the bag too. I mean, they have that checkerboard design. And I don't know if it was part of this necklace, but you know, this is something that needs to be put together too, you know, like Humpty Dumpty. So yeah, these are the components I found in the bag, and it's too nice not to repair. And these stones, look how thick they are. These are really nice size jade. So we have this. I'm gonna find someone to put this together for me. And I love jade. I love this color. Next up, I have this pretty little number. This is a gunmetal tone, and as you can see, it is made up of chain links, Rolo chain necklace, and these 3 points each have rhinestones on the edges, and they're all there. Let's take a look at how it's finished. There is a lobster claw, and because the chain is all one style, that can be hooked onto any one of these loops to size it. So let's just measure it as at the longest, the way it's set now, and the drop is 7.5 inches long. So this is quite a nice choker. Oh, that was the back side. It's all closed. It's in great condition, and here's the front. Next in line is this nice one. This looks like a hematite tubes, and then you have this halite pendant. Then you have all these shells, along with some halite chips. This is finished off with the barrel clasp, and this seems to be in quite good condition. It has a almost I would say 8.5 inches in drop. So let's bring you in close so you can see. Look at those little shells. Very nice. And we have that. Next up is this double strand necklace, silver tone chain. This color bead is like a chalcedony. That's what it reminds me of, but they're acrylic. Faceted teardrops in different sizes, and then you have these dyed, I guess they're shells, but you know, these actually remind me of like Baroque pearls, the way they are. I'm loving this one because of the color scheme. It is finished off with a lobster claw and an extender. So let's place that down and measure it to the shorter strand. And that one is 7 inches, and then you do have a sizable extender. So back to this. That's what you have. Okay, next up, let's look at some earrings. This one here, multicolor seed beads. This is immaculate. They're pretty fun. So we have this pair, and then the next pair are these really sweet chandelier earrings, and these look like a gray blue color rhinestones all around this like a citrine color faceted bead, and hanging off of it are these like a smoky quartz tone dangles. This is all acrylic, and the back is in great condition. So we have these two. Oh, this one's a hook earring, and this is for pierced ears. This next pair is really fun. They are gold tone hoops, pretty thick, but not heavy. They may be hollow. And then you have these wire wrapped design with faux pearls. These look like possibly turquoise, and then you have clear quartz. Nice condition, no brand, but I think they're really fun. This next pair is even more fun. This black bead actually feels cold. And then you have this here, which I believe is quartz. And then this flower. Look at the carved detailed design. This, I believe, is lucite. When I turn it around, you can see the construction. I don't see a name at all. They are for pierced ears. It's a really fun pair of earrings. So we have this pair. Next up, I found a bunch of these post earrings and I placed them on a piece of cardboard. This here has a really pretty pink. That could be stone. I will test that. And then this one has like a green enamel. I don't know if you can see that. These are faux pearl earrings. But if you notice on the back side, you can wear them either way. Either with the larger faux pearl or the smaller one. These are little gold textured studs. These are little emerald cut gold tone ones. These are little huggies, and they each have a little lock hanging off of it. Each one has their, I guess, original backings, and I thought this would be a good set to put together. So you get 6 pairs. This group, different hook earrings. You have some with oh, these are cute now that I look at them. They're little, look at that, little huggies like lucite in a pink marble tone. These are hook earrings, big dangly faux pearls. These are button earrings. They do have a lot of wear. They're clip-ons. Big half domes. These little ones, they're cute, but I feel that they're a bit worn, the ear wire. These are nice too, like lever back. These are cute, but yeah, they do have some wear on the back. And these are little hoop earrings with glass seed beads and some little metal beads. This is a pair of crocheted earrings on the hook ear wires. This is a tree of life, gold tone. These are nice gold tone, matte gold tone hoop earrings. This pair, these are good. They're nice, but I do, you know, I feel that they have somewhere up here. So yeah, any one of these, I'll put into a craft lot. So yeah. This group over here are basically single earrings, or they're just really very, very worn, such as this pair. And this is missing rhinestones. And oh, look at this one. Is that an earring? No, I guess that's a pendant. And yeah, that's a single earring. This is a long dangly single earring. Oh, little froggy. Oh, this one matches that necklace I shown before. If you get the necklace, I'll throw this in so you could have a single earring. I placed them all in that single earring lot that I'm making. Well, this is not a single earring. Yeah, this is getting heavy. So there's a lot of vintage earrings in here, as well as, you know, all different ones. So this is still for sale if you're interested. Okay, next up, found some necklaces. The first one, this is a multi-strand. It's gold tone. It has this open pendant. You have some stations on the other strands. This has an 8-inch drop. It's in nice condition. Here you see the chains with nice beads. I mean, this is quite pretty. Yeah. There is a very nice extender, accented with a bead. So this is multi-strand. It looks to be unbranded. So the second one, this is a very long chain. This has a drop of 10.5 inches. It is gold tone. There is a little, what is that? It looks like maybe branches. And this is the chain. This one has a lobster claw. it almost looks like a tree of life, but it's upside down, right? So there you have that one. The next one is silver tone, but look at this chain. It's a very nice one. I think that's like a Figaro style chain. And it is silver tone with a spring ring. There is a jewelry tag, and it says ornamental things. And you have this. I don't know what kind of ship that is or boat, but there you have it. Nice detailed metal work. And there's the back side. This one has a drop of 8.5 inches and no extender. The next one, that is a really nice star with pave rhinestones. It has a 9-inch drop. This one here looks to be like a gunmetal tone. There's the lobster claw, a very long extender, and here you have the pendant. And there's the back side. So we have that. Next up, this looks like a ceramic tile in like a slate blue color. This one has a drop of 9.25 inches. It is on a silver tone chain. There is the pendant, and there's the back side. There is no maker's mark, and that's a nice bail. So we have this one. Up here, this is a gold tone chain with some cowrie shells. That one has a 8-inch drop. Let's bring you in close. This one has a very long extender as well with a bead at the end. And here are the beautiful cowrie shells. 5 shells. This is nice. This is a very long necklace. It's a locket. The drop is 10 inches. There is a lobster claw. Nice chain. There you see the detailing. The back does have some wear. And let me open it and show you what's inside. That is a lava stone. And what you could do with that is put some essential oils in there and wear it on your neck as for aromatherapy. So we have this really nice, this is a nice locket with the open work. The next one, this looks like, oh, another tile. This is bezeled. It has a 10-inch drop. This is pretty. Has a little flower. It's on a decorative setting. Oh, no, those are not rhinestones. Those are like bead accents. Really great condition. There's the chain. It is on a spring. It has a spring ring clasp. Yeah, that's sweet. 10-inch drop. The next one, this is a very long necklace. It is signed BR for Banana Republic. It's holding a nice feather, a little leaf that has rhinestones. You have a faceted bead, and you have like a rondelle, I think. There you see close up. Here's the chain. The chain, unfortunately, has some discoloration on the top portion right there. You see that on one side. It does have a lobster claw with an extender, and there's the BR jewelry tag. And this one has a drop of 14 inches, making this a 28-inch necklace in total. Then the last one is also a gold tone necklace. It's holding a tassel, quite long. This one has a 12-inch drop. It has 2 lobster claws at the end. That's what the chain looks like. That's what it's holding. It's a nice, does it say anything? No, I don't see anything. It's a nice filigree design, and it's holding this tassel made up of 4 gold tone chains. So yeah, these are the necklaces that came in the box so far, and you know, just a few more items to go. And I think that would be it for this ThredUP box. So let's move on. What you see here is basically what's left in the box. So first off, we have this really beautiful vintage necklace. It's made up of leaves, and each leaf has 2 rhinestones, and they're all there. This is in a matte gold tone, and then it's outlined in a polished gold tone. There's a fold-over clasp. This measures 14 inches in total. There is no maker's mark. Here you see it close up. It does need a good cleaning. But just the shape of these leaves are pretty wild. There is absolutely no maker's mark that I can see unless it got rubbed off. Who knows? Here's the back side. So we have this one. This next necklace is quite a stunner. I like this a lot. It is very long, 45 inches in total, 22.5-inch drop. There is a lobster claw and also a jewelry tag that says 925IN. Then you'll notice there's some stations of these really beautiful clear faceted beads, and when I test them, they come up as quartz. So these are beautiful clear quartz crystals. And then you have those tiny little freshwater pearls. It's a really nice necklace. Very long, can easily be doubled. This will be tested at the end of the show. So we have that one. Here, let me show it to you one more time, like so. This next necklace, I don't know if you can see that jewelry tag. This is a Lucky brand. It's on this very sturdy, heavy curb chain, which is silver tone. There are some preset loops in the extender. Unfortunately, this chain looks a bit discolored, meaning there is some wear on it, but the pendant it's holding, it's amazing. You see that? Let's see what the Presidium says when I test it. This is falling under, oh gosh, it's touching chrysoprase emerald nephrite. So I don't know, what do you think it is? It's kind of bluish in tone. It's pretty amazing. It kind of gives me Larimar vibes, but it also gives me chalcedony vibes. That is not a crack, that is inside that stone, that white streak going through it. It is bezeled with the flowers all around. The back has the iconic Lucky brand marks with the peace sign and the flower. The bail does have a little wear. So yeah, what do you think this is? If you know, let me know in the comments below. The drop on this is 9.5 inches, and you do have an extender. So we have this one by Lucky brand. This next piece is basically a stone that can be wire wrapped. It is beautifully faceted. It is really cold. It has a beautiful green, almost like a seafoam green tint to it, well, tone. So let's see what this is. Well, it's going straight to, oops, it slipped. Can you see that? It's touching jadeite, but it is in the quartz amethyst citrine line. So, yeah. What do you think it is? So, this can be used to make a wire wrap pendant, I guess. So we have that. Next up, we have this pendant that is already wrapped in gold thread. There are some faceted beads. It is a toggle necklace. This here is beautiful. So let's test this. And it goes straight to quartz. This is a clear quartz. And I'm pretty sure the beads are as well. Let's see. No, they are not. They are glass though, but this one here is the stunner. It is faceted. It is heavy. So we have this. Can easily be, oh, there is no, is there a drilled hole in there? I'm not sure. So this can be rewrapped or worn as is. So you know what? I should measure it. Yeah, let me measure it. This one has a drop of about 8 inches, but then there is another loop with another bead that you can use to make it longer. So we have this beauty. I found a little brooch. It's an anchor with 2 shades of blue rhinestones, and on the back it is marked on the bottom Monet. So we have this really sweet anchor brooch. I have this silver tone mesh bangle. You can see right through it. This looks to be in great condition, and this one has a circumference of 8 1/4. This is a stretch bracelet. I like that frosty green tone, and on the rondelle it says Stella and Dot. So the stretch is great on this, and when I place it on the mandrel as is, it falls down to 6 1/2 inches. Found another stretch bracelet. This is fun. It's metal and falling down to, let's see, also 6 1/2 inches when I place it on the mandrel without stretching it. So we have this. They do label these boxes as DIY. So here's another DIY necklace that I found, and this, I have to say, is really has great components. There is a very large spring ring clasp. You have these beads that feel cold. Well, no, it's the glass that feels cold. You see the glass? And then if you notice, there are these sections that have bead caps, and it's missing what I would think is a pearl. One of those big jumbo pearls maybe, because throughout the bag there were all these little flecks or flakes of, it looked like pearl coating. Oh, here's one. You see? Like that. And then you have these stones too. They're white with bands going through them. So throughout this necklace there are these really nice irregular glass beads along with these cubes. You have faux pearls, and then you have those sections that have bead caps not holding anything in between. So yeah, you see, like that. So there's remnants of what was there. Yeah, you see, there's another one. So this would be a great repurpose project. And by the way, if you do buy a craft item from me or a repurposed item, you know, something for components, and you recreate it into something or you repair it, send me your before and after photos. I love to show them here to the viewers because I enjoy seeing what you do, and I think everyone else would too. So we have this this piece which will be sold for components. And then last but not least, these are just things I'm going to throw into a craft lot. This is a gold tone chain that has some discoloration. This is just a lightweight bangle. Here's another one. Here's a necklace. These beads need to be restrung. The stretch is quite tight. Nice beads with copper findings. This one here, it feels like wood, or maybe some nut that got painted. And here's a little pendant, glass. So yeah, that will be a craft item. So tell me, what you think of this box? ThredUP DIY 5-pound jewelry box from, where was it from? Phoenix? Was it Phoenix? Tell me your thoughts and comment below. I love to read your comments. If there's anything you would like to purchase, email me at dragonflybeez@gmail.com. The instructions will be after the testing portion. I do show the testing at the end of the videos now, and I think I had that sterling necklace that I wanted to make sure was what it said it is. So the instructions for purchasing will be after the testing. I also include them below in the description box. So if anything sells, I also create a sold list, and that will be pinned in the comment section. So if you go down to the comment section, it will be the first comment that you'll see. Please subscribe if you're not already, to get in on these subscriber rates, and also ring the bell. Choose all notifications to be alerted when I post new content. And yeah, if there's any questions, all you have to do is email me. Yeah, drop me a line. And thanks. Thank you for spending some time with me today, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye.